Junkie Nation, what's going on? Gorgeous George and Ghost talking to the fighters that are going to be fighting on Saturday night at UFC. No, sorry, Noche UFC. Remember, early start time, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific for that main card. The prelims go at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. Tatiana, how you doing? Good to see you. You look great and relaxed. Like I imagine the weight cuts going smooth, and you're ready to rock and roll on Saturday.
I am. You are accurate. I'm just today's Wednesday, so it's not really a cut yet, but yeah. So tomorrow will be, the day that we cut all the weight and stuff like that. So today it's like I have to do media, so it's great that we're not doing it on Thursday because I don't know how it would look. No, I'm just kidding.
Fighters are usually miserable on fight week. I mean, they're excited, the haze in the barn, like they say, the fight's coming up, but these days are like anxiety, maybe not just the weight cut. I guess it's just you want to get to it, right? How about you? Do you manage the nerves pretty well? And if so, like, do you watch movies, hang out with the family? What do you do to kind of just pass the time?
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of like do my thing. I do my workouts. Luckily, Pat's in camp, so I get to go watch him like because he's been training here at like the gyms because he came here for fight week. So he made sure that he's getting his training in. He trained late last night when we got in, and then he trained again this morning. So I was able to just like watch him and stuff this morning. Yesterday I didn't because I wanted to get a workout in, but this morning I was able to go there. So just like watching them spar and stuff, it's cool. It's because right now obviously I'm not sparring, but yeah, so it's cool to just watch and get like ideas and stuff like that, and really just think about the art of the sport before I go in there myself and do the same thing.
As you were talking, we could see your hand and we could see the engagement ring. With
Oh
two
yeah.
fighters, is it hard to, I guess, plan the wedding? Have you even decided on a date, or how are you going to figure that out? Like, do you have to get through fights first and then a allotted
Yeah,
time off, or will it just be something quick? Have you guys decided?
no, we haven't really decided that. I think like we've just been so focused on our fights, like I had my fight in February, and then he had his fight, like a quick fight, like 3-week camp for his last fight. Uh, and then now, I have my fight. It's hard when we both are fighting and we just kind of, you know what I mean? It's one of those things. Well, eventually, we'll probably just have to go to the little Elvis place down the street in Vegas and get married.
There you go. All right.
It's funny. I was going to ask you a question about dates and timing because we're in September, and this is always a tricky month for fighters because they have to figure out, can I slip one more in before the end of the year with the holidays and all that? Where do you feel? Would you like to slip one more in before the end of the year, or do you just want to cruise into
Honestly,
2026?
I would love to fight again in December. I've like had a couple of fights scheduled in December. Like I was supposed to fight Verna last year in December, but they had made the fight with Whaley instead. Um, so I wasn't able to fight then. But I would rather get it in before the holidays start, if that makes sense. Because I feel like when the holidays start, like for my last camp fighting in February. I never fought in February, and now I know I just probably never want to do that again, just because of the timing of the holidays. Like the gyms are closed, and everything's just like, you feel like you don't know what day it is, especially after Christmas. You're like, what day is it? If because it's real weird after Christmas. It's like living in like a apocalypse or something. It's real weird. So yeah, I mean, I'd rather get it before and then maybe get like a fight. I'd rather fight like in April and then again in like the summer and then again in like the winter. You know what I mean? I feel like that'd be a good thing. I think that's a good timeline.
When I play this fight over in my head, it feels like there's a lot of chess going on, and I feel like we can see a lot of important mini battles throughout this fight. How do you kind of assess her as an opponent, and do you somewhat agree with anything I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that I'm going to go in there. I'm going to manage manage my distance, and really go out there and try to win every single exchange that's out there, and just fight smart. I think she's a great opponent. I think she's well rounded everywhere. And I just look forward to implementing my game plan and doing what I've set out to do. And yeah, I think that it'll be a great fight, and I look forward to it.
What do you feel? What do you feel the message is being sent to in this fight? Is it your opponent, the fans, the organization, or maybe even yourself? Who do you think that message is going to the strongest?
It's always, for me, I do this for myself. I think, like, I don't really ever do anything to prove to anybody anything. I think that if I just focus on doing things, because I love it, and I do it because I want to be there, and I want to do it because it's my passion, then everything else sorts itself out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it'll prove to the fans, it'll prove to whoever is out there, because that's ultimately why I do this sport, because I just have a passion for it, and I love to do it every single day.
These Noche cards are big, they're special. Is there a part of this game that no matter what always still gives you goosebumps?
Yeah, absolutely. I was talking to Pat about that. Like, it's we've watched it the past 2 years, and now I finally get to be a part of it. I wanted to be a part of it last year. I wanted to fight Whaley at the Sphere. It didn't happen. It was way, way later than the Sphere, but um, but yes, I'm just really excited to be part of the actual card. It's cool. You get cool different gear that you usually don't get. It just looks a lot different, and the culture behind it is very, very special to me. I'm Mexican, so I'm just happy to be part of this card.
Does it bother you that you're not featured on the main card? These are two ladies that have fought for the title. You're 7-1 in the UFC. That's respectable. And you got 2 wins over former world champions. Like, I mean, you're one of the top players at strawweight. It bothers me. Does it bother you?
Well, I'm glad. I mean, I hope it doesn't bother you too much. I hope you're not losing sleep over it. No, I'm just kidding. No, but no, I mean, I don't really mind where I am on the card. I could be the first fight on the card. It doesn't really matter to me. I like to fight. I show up regardless of what time it is. I'm going to show up there, and I'm going to go do my thing, and I'm going to get to do what I love to do. So I don't really care where it is on the card. I'm always like, Pat always tells me, like, I'm like sunshine and rainbows. I'm always pretty optimistic. So for me, that's just like my attitude towards everything. Otherwise, a lot of the stuff that's happened probably in my life, I would probably be struggling right now. I'd be like, who knows where I'd be.
All right. Well, we'll leave it at that. No disrespect to Quan Lee and Santiago Luna. They just hadn't paid the dues like you have. But if you're good with it, we'll be tuning in. We'll be watching 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific for the main card, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific for the prelims. This is Tatiana Suarez. She's facing Amanda Lemos. Hey, Tatiana, real quick, a prediction on Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford, by the way.
Damn, that's a tough one. Pat say Canelo, but I'm hoping T-Bud.
Oh, we got a split household. You want the Mexican wants Crawford. Okay, all right. I like it. Mixing it up a little bit. We got 1-1. You guys covered the bases. Thanks for the time.
I know,
and
right?
I hope you have a safe weight cut and a great fight on Saturday.